our viewers, welcome to Pokopoko News. It's Namatovu Juliet. Join us on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter on MRA TV. These are the headlines. Armed groups on Nigerian clergy spree. Gun jams during bid to kill Argentina vice president. These are the news in details. Argentina's vice president has narrowly avoided being killed after a gunman's weapon jammed as he aimed at her. Let's have the news from our reporter.
The former president was outside her home, surrounded by a mob of supporters who back her in her fight against corruption charges. The crowd had been gathering outside her home for the last few nights in a show for support as she fights charges of defrauding the state. Police said the gunman, identified as a 35-year-old Brazilian man, had been taken to custody. They are attempting to establish a motive for the attack on the left-leaning politician who was Argentina's president from the year 2007 to 2015 and its first lady for 4 years before that. A police officer revealed that a weapon was found a few meters from the scene after the man had been arrested. Chizito Thomas Moasimwe for MRU TV.
Kenya's Supreme Court has concluded hearing a petition seeking to overturn the outcome of the 9th August presidential election. Let's have more from our reporter.
During the Friday's proceedings, lawyers for the petitioners accused the Electoral Commission of failing to comply with the orders to open servers for scrutiny. Lawyers representing veteran politician Raila Odinga urged the court to nullify President-elect William Ruto's win, citing alleged irregularities. In their rebuttals, lawyers for the respondents, who include Ruto and the Electoral Commission, mounted a spirited defense, asking the court to dismiss the case because no evidence had been provided to prove the elections were rigged. It will be an anxious wait for the ruling that could change Kenya's political landscape. The judgment will be made on Monday. Chizito Thomas Moasimwe, MRU TV.
Air raid hits capital of Ethiopian Tigray region, hospital chief. Let's have more from our reporter.
Air raid hits capital of Ethiopian Tigray region, hospital chief. An air raid has hit a neighborhood near a hospital in capital of Ethiopia's northern Tigray region, said the head of another hospital which received casualties less than a week after fighting shattered a 4-month-old ceasefire. Kibrom Gibrisalis, chief executive of Aida Hospital, said over Twitter that an area near Makere General Hospital had been hit late on Tuesday. The extent of the damage and casualties was unclear. Ethiopian government spokesman Leges Tulu, military spokesman Colonel Genet Adania, and the Prime Minister's spokeswoman Bilen Seyum did not respond to requests for comment on the air attack. Getachew Reda, spokesman for the Tigray regional government, said on Twitter that at least 3 bombs had been dropped and that Makere Hospital was among the targets.
United Nations $660 million to help Pakistan amid Epocho monsoon threats. Let's hear more from our reporter.
United Nations $660 million to help Pakistan amid Epocho monsoon threats. The United Nations has appealed for $160 million to help Pakistan following Epocho rains and floodings that have killed more than 1,100 people, affected 33 million others, are destroyed homes, businesses, infrastructure, and crops. Torrential rain has triggered fresh floods that have crashed down from northern mountains, wrecking buildings and bridges and washing away roads and crops. Colossal volumes of water are pouring into the Indus River, which flows down the middle of Pakistan from its northern peaks to southern plains, bringing floodings along its length. Pakistan is awash in suffering. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres said on Tuesday in a video message launched at the appeal in Islamabad and Geneva.
In Nigeria, data shows increased violence against Christians, especially members of clergy, alongside a general rise in insecurity.
No church in the world, armed groups in Nigerian clergy abductions. Lagos, Nigeria. On July 15th, Reverend Fathers Donatas Cleophas and Mark Chetnam were in the empty rectory of Christ the King parish in Yadin Galu, a town in the southern Kaduna area of northwest Nigeria, where 5 armed men walked in. The government confiscated the funds of both priests who had stayed to celebrate the Mass after an audition service in the diocese and led them into muddy grounds of a maize farm near the parish. According to the Armed Conflict Recognition and Event Data Project, violence against Christians targeted on the basis of their religious identity has spiked, just as political violence against civilians has generally been on the rise too. It's data that shows that attacks on Christians in the country increased by 21% in 2021 compared with 2020. On average, monthly attacks have also risen by over 25% in the last year.
Thanks for watching us. I'm Namatovu Juliet. To join us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube on MLI TV. Have a nice time.